Okay, let's start.
Cool.
So we're here on the VR rooftop. This is a VR place of our goEast Film Festival, where we chat with the participants. And here is a Kirill Pokutnyy. His project, BABYN YAR, received a special jury mention, and we're gonna talk about this project now. So, Kirill, tell a little bit about your project. I have seen it's very complicated from the technical side. And how did you work with the dev kits and the Unreal Engine? What trouble did you find? Can take
Uh,
microphone? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. First of all, let me start about the project. Actually, this is the project which is idea came to us and like an order to make this film came to us from the Museum of Kiev. This is governmental institution with support of the city. Actually, the budget provided by the city government, and so the idea is to using new technologies to bring attention of young generations to the theme of BABYN YAR, and all disasters happened there actually, and so the idea was to use these new technologies and talking with our partner Vitaly Nakhmanovich, the famous historian, talking about what better solution to use for this project. So we find that the idea was to bring emotions of the visitors, the viewers of the film, and we thought that we discussed that the volumetric video will provide the view of emotions of the people, and in this project there was
Okay.
yeah, of the real people, yeah, and in this people involved 30 actors actually on different scenes, and so one of the idea was to bring more feeling of this environment, to feel to bring you feeling that you are there in those times, and to give you feeling that you are have some personality in there, so you could be in a different roles there. But we don't telling the viewer who is he in which scenes, but we hope that they will understand it. And so the complicated part, of course, was when we decided to work with volumetric video and depth kit. The most complicated part was to combine this technology with Unreal Engine in good experience. So actually, this new technology, new medium. Previously, we already had the experience with 360 videos, but in those medium you couldn't move, you couldn't feel like you are in the scenes. You're like more like you are watching from their point of view, so you couldn't feel yourself there. So the hardest part was to make those volumetric videos, which was captured by DepthKit in the point cloud, to bring it in volumetric video in the mesh to the Unreal Engine. So on the first stages, we edited, worked on the materials in DepthKit Studio. Actually, very, I would say even it's easy. It was not so hard to work on this software. And the main things that we decided to use DepthKit was that it was working like 16 hours on the stage. So we rented the studio with actors, with green screen, studio, and all those times it was working perfectly. No crashes, no glitches. So everything
So you
on
mean
the
16 hours a day?
yeah. So
And
we had
how much days did you have on the shooting?
1 day.
1 day for the whole film.
Yeah. One.
Oh.
So we made all shootings of all these 30 actors in 1 day, and then we was
That's
working
amazing.
on all those materials. Yeah, and the software was working perfectly. Of course, we restarted computer. We thought that we need to make restart to feel safely, but yeah, it was very good. So after this stage, next part was to work on DebSkit Studio to optimize the content there before exporting. Next stage was exporting to OBJ sequence. In OBJ sequence, we are imported to the Houdini, and actually after exporting, we found the data. We already knew that because we made some tests, but there was lots of data.
Does the Unreal have the SDK of the DebSkit?
No. So
No. So that's why you use a Houdini and okay. And why do you use the Unreal Engine?
Yeah, we was exporting it to Alembic, and then we used it in Unreal. Actually, to that time we had the team experience with Unreal Engine, so that's why we decided to work with it. And yeah,
as an Alembic animation, so it's like a sequence of movement exported as a 3D object. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, and this is the sequence of animations. Then we edit it in the sequencer of Unreal Engine and edit it like a real film with. It was something similar to I think like Adobe Premiere or something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, if project took something like 7 months on work on it. So yeah, it was little bit complicated.
Day and 7 months of production.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
7 months. Of course, it included pre-production part. Of course, we was planning everything to make the shooting 1 day. We already knew how we organize all scenes. With actors, so there was repetitions before it a few times. Of course, the pre-production part was maybe something like a half of the development.